2.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday.
I can't. I'm just you.
Sharrell. Look, I just suggested it. Try it this way. Because I think it come across better on your phone.
Perry.
Well,
I can't now. I feel like I have to look below. Oh my God. Hi everybody. It's Monday. I don't know. This was Perry's idea. I don't know what you got going on.
Look,
why do you like this better?
I think it come across better on the phone. And that was me turning my volume on. But look, just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. I'm not sure. Hey, people watching from the phone, but maybe it's a lot.
Thank you, Ghetto Cooking Channel. Where did she go? Okay, she said, "Oh, and look at the Perry.
Oh,
the chat is above me. Oh my God! Someone said blame it on Perry. Perry, I'll give it a try.
Look, I tried. Look, I try to give y'all something new for Monday. You know what I'm saying? Starting off back at work, don't want to be there. Shit, I figured we'll just try this. And I thought it'd come across better on your phone.
It just doesn't feel right. All right, you guys, I'm going to put your comments on the screen, but it's above my head. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, Perry. I'm not trying to be mean. I understand you're trying to be an innovator.
Some people never always afraid to try something new.
Oh my God.
Unless you at a Diddy party.
I can't take it. But the comments are above my head. I cannot take it. Okay. I'm old fashioned.
Why you got that one? Like, it's a lot of comments over there. Why you still got that one? Blame it on Perry. I mean, do you love that one or something?
Look at what Pia said. I know this is weird. I feel like I should be on Instagram right now.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Maybe if you gave Instagram more love, I wouldn't have suggested this.
I'm giving it a chance. All right.
Somebody said they love it. Somebody said they love it.
Nobody said they love it.
I could have sworn I seen that.
Perry, stop lying. Perry, stop.
I mean, how come you find the bad ones and not the good ones?
Look, what does this one say? Oh, above my head.
It says
no. Thank you, Lynette. I'm not feeling this either. Anyway, this is Perry's Madness. Perry runs my social media, him and my sons, and they're always trying something new. And also, I need you guys to know, Perry runs my social media. I am not saying that crazy shit. That is Perry, all right? Just want y'all to know.
No, I know. And then they'll see, like, they might say, damn, he used to be in love with Portia. Now it's Cardi B.
It's Perry and Devin and Damien. I am not running my social media. They're posting all this crazy shit. It is what it is. But anyway, let's get to today's story. Today we're going to talk about Jason Lee and Jay-Z. This is one of the most important stories out right now. It really, really is. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Leonardo DiCaprio moving to Italy and Ashton Kutcher moving to Europe because they don't want to be a part of this Diddy mess, and how Ashton Kutcher feels like he doesn't know how old the women were that he was sleeping with at the freak-offs, okay? Fix it, Marvin. Like, we have to wait. We have to finish this video out like this, and then the next time it'll be normal, but I don't know.
Next time we'll go back, because you know what? A lot of you ladies just crying for no reason. It's a simple, look, most of you ladies go on Instagram anyway. That's the way it come across.
Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So we're going to talk about Ashton Kutcher and Leonardo DiCaprio, award-winning Leonardo DiCaprio, moving to Italy because he doesn't want to be involved. And Ashton, it's too late. Also, they allegedly already brought their tapes back. And then we're going to talk about this IG model named Taneo. She went viral this weekend. I wonder when I should play that. Let's save that for the end. It's really good. It's one of these, she's an Instagram model, okay? About a couple years ago, she went to a Diddy party and she recorded the whole thing on, I never go to this platform. What's the one where you take pictures and videos, and DJ Khaled was all over it? And they just paid Krishan hundreds of thousands of dollars. You guys, what's the name of that social media?
Shit, I don't know. It's not Patreon, is it?
No, Snapchat. And she Snapchat the whole thing all the way up until they took her phone. Okay, so that's a good story. So let's say that for last. Let's start with Jason Lee. I have not talked about Jason Lee in how long? It's been a minute.
In a minute.
Is
Look,
it still
look,
Congress or something like that?
I don't mean
Yeah.
to stop you. I mean, can you try to change it back now?
I can't change it once
Oh,
it
okay.
starts. I told you that. You're reading the comments. It's you gotta live with this. You're the one that wanted to try this out. It is
Right.
what it is. Anyway, so let's talk about Jason Lee talking about how Jay-Z tried to call him this weekend. Now listen, I feel that Jason Lee is holding a little bit of a grudge. Okay. I'm just gonna say what it. Shout out to Jason Lee. We like Jason Lee over here. We like you, Jason Lee. We love you too, Armand.
Yeah.
Okay, we love both of y'all. But Jason Lee's holding a little bit of a grudge, if you ask me. Do you remember when Jason Lee got dogged out by Beyonce when they were at some industry party and he tried to go up to her and she turned her back like this really quick?
See, for some reason, I just can't remember that.
You don't remember it?
No.
I don't know if I should play it. She was at, this is when, did you guys remember that Jason Lee used to be heavy set? I forgot all about that. He was like heavy set. He was all dapper down in his little black suit and he was going to talk to Beyonce and she turned her away really quickly like this. I don't know if I could play the video and I ain't got time to try. You remember, Lynette? Remember, she's like, I'm not messing with Jason Lee. Ew. It was like that kind of turn.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, I don't want to play it. Everybody remembers. Y'all remember? I remember it like it was yesterday because it was a little bit funny. No shade to Jason Lee, but you know, she wasn't trying to talk to you back then, Jason Lee. And
No,
then at one
Sharrell.
time, Jason Lee was going to a Beyonce concert, or he's not feeling them, okay? Because they're always snubbing him up, right? Like, we don't talk to bloggers. I mean, is Jason Lee still a blogger? You're running for Congress. I don't know. You got
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, she it's no secret. Beyonce and Jay-Z are not fond of the blogs. They don't like us. They be like,
Not right now, they don't.
you have to do this to, you know, you're just trying to doing this for clicks and views. Now, some of us tell the truth, okay? All of us do not lie. Now, I need y'all to know I have never been sued for lying. I've never been accused of lying. Just, you know, just to put it out there. Because the other ones, you know, some people are getting accused of lying. Not over here. Everything I say is true, and I have never been sued for lying. No shade to anybody else. I make sure, you know, that I'm credible. But even that, even if you're credible, even if you have no history of lying, none of that, they don't like the blogs. Okay, so there was a rumor that came out a couple weeks ago saying that Jay-Z was on a tape, one of the tapes. They presented the tape to Jay-Z. Beyonce was there. She got upset. She's trying to distance herself, and Jay-Z went to a divorce lawyer. Remember that? Y'all, that was just like last week. In the last 2 weeks, I believe the rumors. Now I wake up yesterday and there's Jason Lee's on there. And first of all, okay, I tell every damn celebrity this. The blogs are so important. You might think you're bigger than the blog. Yeah, I don't want to talk to I'm so good. But it's where you get to find out what the masses think. Okay? If you want to be an entertainer, you gotta understand the relationship and how important that the blogs are, Jay-Z. You got to do it. And not just when your ass get caught. Because I believe the rumors. I believe you are on that tape, and I believe there's a tape of, you know, an underage person. So all of a sudden, first of all, Jason Lee has an opinion on what's going on, just like everybody else is on everybody else's channel. So why can't it be on Jason Lee? But, you know, he just tells just a little bit too much. Take a listen.
And then Diddy, that whole empire crumbling got a lot of y'all scared because your favorite rapper was sleeping with a 15-year-old. But listen, here's the deal.
Okay, there's no deal. Anyway, he was did you mean to send me half of that tape?
No.
Was,
I mean, no.
oh, look at this.
That was the only important
I'm
part.
confused.
No, I think you hit some kind of button or something.
I don't know where I am. I'm confused. Y'all just listen to what I have to say. Please don't look at the camera because I'm confused too. Anyway, so he's been going on talking about people sleeping with underage kids. We hear that it's Jay-Z is one of them. Jay-Z is one of the person that allegedly has been sleeping with minors. And then the whole history of, Beyonce, Foxy Brown, it's somebody else, Aaliyah, all stuff like that. And I believe that Jay-Z is on one of those tapes. I believe he brought one of the tapes back, which kind of makes me mad. But anyway, Jason Lee said that he reached out to him this weekend. Now, Jay-Z, Beyonce, y'all need come here. I'm not gonna go off on y'all, but because y'all were so high and mighty, y'all wouldn't even let the guy come to your damn party. You thought you were above him. Now you want to call him now, Jay-Z? For what?
They didn't need him then, Sharrell.
For what?
Let me say this. Jay-Z didn't need him then. But what if it's true, Sharrell? I'm just saying, what if it's true?
I believe, this is my opinion, 120% that Jay-Z was at the freak-offs. Jay-Z has some kind of tape with a underage. Now, she might have been 17 and a half, 17 and 3/4, but that's just what I believe. And now you're calling Jason Lee. This is sinking to the low of the low. First of all, you're mad at Jaguar Wright because she's talking. So you go over there and you bully Pierce Morgan. Now you want to talk to Jason Lee for what? I don't blame him. For what? No one's going to save you now, Mr. Carter. Let's listen to the tape and see what Jason Lee had to say about it. Child, you know what, Jay? I think Jason Lee is paying them back, okay? And I would too. It is what it is, Jason. This is a little bit of payback because they treated you like you were a no good blogger, and now they realize. Let me talk to one of the most popular bloggers there is.
I'm starting to think it could be more or less like they'll shun you when they don't need you. Now, I don't think Beyonce calling them. I think Jay-Z, because I think something about this divorce, possible divorce, part of me sort of believe it. And
Perry,
Go ahead.
Good.
And right before you go to that divorce lawyer and you start to talk about things, sometimes you get to bring some strong stuff against your partner. As much as you could have loved them at 15, 16, whenever you met. But you got to bring something, right? And maybe, because I think what Jason Lee was saying is that a while back, he stopped this big thing from coming out on Beyonce.
Yes.
Which, okay, maybe she did something a little freaky.
Do you mind?
No, I'm just saying, maybe. I don't know what it was, but he stopped it from coming out, he says, right? Now, thank you. He said, and they didn't even thank him for it, right? So now, she want to leave me because she think I was at a Diddy party? Let me go and call up Jason and see what he had. That story he stopped on her a long time ago.
I don't blame Jason Lee. I wouldn't pay them 2 minutes of my attention, not even one, because you want to talk to him now that you're down. Let's listen to him talk about this on his channel. This is what he said.
Jason Lee, I'm getting calls, and I haven't even said anything. They ain't called me to go to the Rock Nation brunch. They haven't called me to go to the Gold Party.
To accept being honored.
They haven't called me when we offered to honor Jay-Z at the award show. They didn't call me to go to the press conference about striking the deal with the NFL while we were kneeling for Kaepernick. They didn't call me to ask me what I thought about her hair care product. They didn't call me to offer a free bottle of her perfume. I didn't get to go backstage on her tour for the Renaissance. In fact, when the video circulated, making it look like I've been chasing her around like a super fan, which I am a super fan, but I chase nobody. Nobody's called me to clear that up. I haven't gotten a delivery of white flowers with a little card from Beyonce. Why is everybody calling me now?
Oh, and you also stopped.
Don't we not going to even go there? I
Mhm.
stopped a major thing for Beyonce. Didn't even get a thank you.
But
So
now everybody's
so
calling.
why is everybody calling me now?
You know
'Cause
why?
I'm a firefighter. Because I run towards fires and I put them out or I fan the flames. But why is everybody calling me now? And that's the problem that I have with this whole situation. But I am going to save this conversation for Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know you got people calling me. Call me yourself because this right here is going to go viral. The way my job works on the internet, everybody's going to be clipping, sharing on TikTok. Watch this. Do your thing, TikTok. Jay-Z and Beyonce is going to see this. I am exhausted with people calling me about Jay-Z and Beyonce. You've never called for anything else. And I haven't even said anything about you yet. And yet I'm getting all these calls. I've gotten more calls over the weekend about Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know, I think this is an opportunity to have a bridge and have a conversation about how this thing works because I'm not a publicist. I am not I'm just Jason, okay? And I have opinions about unlocking Hollywood. Remember I said at the top of the show or somewhere in the show that I was in love with the entertainment industry until I found out it was Jeffrey Dahmer. This is part of the gnawing at the wrist that the industry does. You know, Black excellence, we don't show up for each other like we should. And then when the shit's about to hit the fan or some shit, you think I'm going to go fan some shit. Now you're showing up. You know, again, I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed because as much as I've loved this woman for years, I told you I don't like her as much as I used to. I still love her, but I'm not as super fan like I used to be. You know how much I was I mean, this woman, this is everything. And this together is everything. But is it? I think this is an opportunity to have a conversation because I believe that we as a culture should be very supportive of each other before this stuff happens. So that way our proximity to it can help us tell the real story. That's why we got to be working together to tell our stories. But I will tell you to the audience, if I do come up missing, all the calls I've been getting have been about him. And listen, I haven't had any threatening calls. Nobody has said that they're going to hurt me. So I want to go on record for that.
Now listen.
Yeah.
Listen, Jason. I'm just gonna have to tell you like it is, okay? I'm gonna tell you what people want. Okay. First of all, you're lying. You have been kissing Beyonce's AZZ for years. Okay, it is what it is. I understand it. We got it. She's one of the most famous people in Hollywood. Her and her no good husband. So that part was false. You know why they calling you? He needs help.
Yeah.
Help me.
And trust me, Sharrell, I don't think he's calling Jason because he think he's a publicist or he's some fanboy. I think he's calling him because he must think he's a divorce attorney. I think he's calling, hey man, you remember that hot stuff when we blew you off years ago when you really truly wanted to be a fan and we just kept kicking your ass out, showing you no love? Well, guess what, bro? We love you today.
Let's talk about it. How would you? Let's turn the tables. How would you feel, Perry, if you were Jason Lee? He's been up her AZZ all year, for years. I love you, Jason Lee. You know I do. But you have been up her AZZ for years, and you're supposed to. You got everybody else involved. I think there's no other people that hate Jason Lee that we can think of except Beyonce. You know, I would have gave up when you walked up to her at the event and she turned her shoulder like this. You remember? Maybe like that. You remember that, don't you?
No, I don't remember. And then you refuse to show the tape.
So, I don't want to show the tape.
No, I get you. No, I get you. I believe you though. And then people in the chat said they remember it. So
Thank you.
He's feeling like
so we'll say he bitter too.
Right. No. And I probably would be too. Let's keep it real. for all those years, he was a fan, he was a fan, he was a fan. No, I mean, but just to get dogged around, and you didn't need me. The man said he paid for all his shows, and I understand why he said, further in his interview thing, he was talking about that he would pay because he didn't want people to always feel like they had to be biased. But I get it, and there's nothing wrong with being a fan. But sometimes, like right now, there's nothing wrong with getting even too.
This is it. You're not fooling us, Jason Lee, and I agree with you. Pay them back. They didn't want to talk to you when they thought they were on top, and here they are right now at the bottom of the barrel, going to divorce lawyers. Everybody knows, Jay-Z, you got a minor problem, and now you want to talk to Jason Lee?
Yeah, well, no.
I ain't got time for it.
No, they still don't want to talk to him. See, they still giving him the shitty, the
Karen alert. Karen alert.
the bullshit ass thought, right? Like, they still ain't giving him respect. They ain't trying to talk to him. He said he would talk to Jay-Z, but he refused to talk to the runner, the secretary, the janitor.
They called the golfer. Go call Jason Lee for us and get him on the phone. No, not with a problem this damn big. I agree with Jason Lee. You gonna come to me with respect because you know how valuable I am to your reputation right now. Even though half of the world knows, Jay-Z, you are. What did Jag say? You're worse than Diddy. That's what she said.
Oh yeah, I mean, that was Jag says.
Listen. Jason, don't call him back. Keep doing stories on him every day. This is what I would do, okay? But I get enemies like that. But anyway, I would let him call me back for a second, third time before I return the call, because you know what he wants. His name is out there for being on one of those tapes, with being with a minor, and here your ass come calling me. I ain't got time. That's what I'm telling every celebrity. Don't be stupid. Understand the power of the blogs. Read the chats, because Jay-Z, you're watching these blogs every single day. When you find Jaguar on Piers Morgan, you're watching every single day. You're sweating. Beyonce's not talking to you. Y'all pretending like y'all still together, and she can't wait for the truth to come out. She gonna serve your ass with some divorce papers, okay?
Well, I mean, and you're probably right though. But I'm just wondering, like, what people think. Like, do you really think what Jag says, like, when she's saying, "Hey, we don't know if the man is, but sometime a hit dog will holler, show their colors." Now they blew off Jason. I mean, since then, Jason used to roll with them. He 50 pounds lighter. Now they want him. Now they need him. You know what I'm saying? And but that's bullshit though, right? I mean, but do y'all actually think the reason why he's calling because he could have been in a bad situation at the Diddy party? Do y'all think in the audience that Jay-Z get out there? That nigga is get out there. Do y'all think? I don't know.
Perry, he's screaming guilt. What did 50 Cent say? Where are you, Jay-Z? Why aren't you coming forward? You ain't got to agree with Diddy. Come, just say, what he did was wrong. I don't have nothing to do with that. Or when I was over there, the girl was, 27. Say something. But your silence is saying everything. Kimberly says, the Lord says, do not seek vengeance. Handle it in a godly manner. But Kimberly, you don't know how bad they've been dogging him. Okay? They've been dogging him.
He still can handle it in a godly manner. He still can do it politely.
This one says, power couple, my blank, AZZ. That's what I like to say. You all know why Bay and Jay are together. It's a business relationship, evil business. Perry, people have been saying, and I'm going to say it in layman's terms, that the Carters have been getting on people's damn nerve. Okay? They're trying to run Hollywood, hush up every secret that they got. You can't mention the name Kathy White without a lawsuit. We want to know, why aren't y'all the only celebrities not answering any questions?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's weird, right? Because just in my opinion, I used to think not so much Jay-Z. I thought everybody loved Beyonce. But like you said, I do run your social media outside YouTube. So I'm thinking everybody loved Beyonce. When I post stuff about her,
Yeah.
It's a lot of negative stuff.
Yeah.
You
The
know what I'm
tides
saying?
are
Like,
turning.
I would say she could sing. She's a good. She can't sing. She can't this. And then I said, okay, well, let me just say, here's Beyonce in her jean commercial. There she go. Why ain't she got no clothes on? What kind of role model is she? I don't know. It'd be like negative shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the tides are turning. The tides are turning. I love Beyonce too. But your standoffish ways comes across as arrogance, and your secretness. Like, you don't even say what happened in the elevator, and we looking at the damn tape. We seeing Solange kick Jay-Z's AZZ for being with Dame Dash Girl, ex-wife, and y'all act like nothing happened when y'all come out the elevator. Just
Well,
nothing.
it wasn't that. She made a mistake. She didn't mean to need me down there. She was just playing, y'all.
She was pressed. I mean, listen, I still love them. Beyonce, I'm done with Jay-Z. I don't like Jay-Z anymore. Just because you're old, crusty ass, you're old. So, stop trying to hang with the young boys. Stop getting intimidated when a young rapper comes across that's better than you. It's time to hand over the throne. Didn't Tip just retire this weekend? T.I.? He did, didn't he?
Well, that's what he said. Yeah, he said that
Jay-Z, we need your old ass to retire too.
after winning that 71 million, he done with entertaining people. He said he's going into comedy and acting or whatever. I don't know, but
Texas native here is so many celeb stories that are true here. Thank you. Y'all be a messy. Listen, I just will say this. My reputation speaks for itself. I've never been sued. I never even been called a liar. And because that affects your reputation. So, other people don't. Whatever. They act like they're royalty.
that's it.
They act like they're royalty, which they aren't. Not a fan. You guys are coming across like you're the royals. And now you're on your hands and knees begging Jason Lee. It is what it is.
Wait a minute.
I think, yeah, they're the only people that haven't opened up and realized what Jason Lee means to the industry. They don't know it. They don't care. They don't give a damn. This is going to be a messy divorce. And, Jay-Z, you always throw the rocks and throw the rocks and hide your hands. And this is not going to work this time. Now you got to turn on Diddy. Remember, y'all call each other Sean. Hi, Sean. Hi, Sean. Child, y'all are more sick than a little bit. And so a lot is going on.
I mean, because I've seen something. I mean, he's not only just not confessing to being at Diddy's parties and being a part of the freakness, but I mean, I seen an article. I can't remember where I seen that in the last day or two. And it's basically saying that I guess somebody got a quote from him or somebody saying this, what he said. He said that the only kind of a relationship he had with Diddy was business. They would just talk business, this and that. And he basically saying he wasn't in the sauna with the towels and he wasn't out there in all white with a G-string on, slinging it. He's saying that he had nothing to do with the freakness of Diddy. That's basically why he's not coming out speaking about it.
Felicia says, I hope T.I. is not doing comedy. Now, Felicia, girl,
You know what he said?
you ain't right. You ain't right. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about the most scared people in Hollywood. The most scared people in Hollywood is Ashton Kutcher and Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. Ashton Kutcher had been telling his friends back in April that he feels like he's going to be a part of the Diddy case. He feels like he may be subpoenaed. You know why he feels this way? Because he knows what he did. Ashton Kutcher cannot deny that he is friends with Diddy. Now he's going around telling his Hollywood friends that he regrets being friends with Diddy. You wasn't regretting it at the damn party. Why are you regretting it now? Ashton Kutcher is scum. Ashton Kutcher is allegedly was at the parties, not only at the parties, sleeping with minors. He's going around telling his friends he didn't card anyone. He doesn't know what the ages were. You also have a strike on your name for writing a character letter against Danny Masterson, a R. To multiple women. After he was found guilty, you wrote the courts a character letter saying what a good guy he was. You don't respect women. I don't know why you think your ass is not going to get caught with this minor stuff. According to the rumors, he was one of the celebrities that have already made a deal with, what's his name, Tony Busby. He has purchased his tapes back, but he's scared that the truth is going to come out that he was with underage. So now they're saying that him and his wife, who's no better than him, if I know that Perry's scum and with minors, I'm telling Perry, don't do that shit because I will turn on you. She's standing by his side, and she also wrote character letters for a horror. Danny Masterson, after he was found guilty, y'all didn't give a damn about the victims. You were just worried about your own ass, Ashton. So go ahead, take your ass over to Europe and stay there. Because if you come here, you're going to have to ask some questions. I don't like people like him. Throw the rock, hide your hands. I hope these rumors are not true. But why are you moving to Europe? Why after you so-called purchase your tape back? And it's really weird because what they're saying, Tony Busby, is if you're rich enough to pay us off, we'll take your money. If you're poor, good luck. You got to go to court. You got to get your name dragged through the mud. It's too much. I can't take it.
Let's say this too. I mean, it's so many stories, so many things. And let's say, and remind everybody, all this alleged, all the stuff that's going out, the stuff that we're hearing, because really, and probably would never know until these things actually go to court somewhere. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see.
I can't put up my sign. Perry got a whole new funky layup going on here. So we just said allegedly. So thank you, V. V saying, where's your sign? Where's your sign? All music industry is absolutely Satanist. Every last one of them. I mean, damn them people. They come in light, but are real dark and evil. I mean, I used to love Ashton Kutcher. What was the name of that show? That 70s show, something like that. He also did where you would prank the people. What was it called?
It wasn't Scare Tag. It was Prank Call.
It was Pranked. Was it called Pranked? Oh, I'm getting old.
Oh, yeah,
No, it's not.
It was something like that.
Yeah, he was fun loving, but and then I even gave him a pass for cheating on Demi Moore. I was like, well, you married your grandma, so I can understand, but you were just living reckless, and now you want to go high. It makes no sense. Let's move on to the second person. Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I'm gonna say, because if they really did get the tapes back, brought them and all that stuff, and took off, that they safeguard the evidence that they could have, did something wrong, but they're not around to testify if need be, or to answer questions. If they walk, hey man, what about this? But let me go ahead and bail out of the country, I guess. But
I mean, it almost seems unfair, but I guess as long as they get Diddy, they're gonna let these other slime balls get away with it. Another slime ball is Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, Leonardo DiCaprio is in my opinion, one of the best actors of all times. He did a Howard Hughes movie. I can't remember the name of it, but he's a good actor. He's another one that allegedly bought his tapes back, and now he has moved to Italy, and he's taking his girlfriend with him. And he's also trying to distance himself from Diddy, but there's too much evidence. You were good friends with Diddy for a very, very long time. Let me show you this. Let's see if I got it. I don't have it. There's a video going around when Diddy's getting ready for the parties, and they said, "Who's one of the first person you're going to be invite?" And he says, "Leonardo DiCaprio." Of course, he can't. He cannot hide. You cannot hide. Perry, how do you feel about them? Uh, the ones that have been with younger minors,
Right.
if they got enough money, just buying for their freedom and heading out of the country.
I mean, because up until it's proof that they actually did, I mean, so we got to keep it real. Like allegations out there that these people have, and I'm not saying they didn't, and it could be highly possible, but
Mhm.
haven't nobody sued them. Now, if somebody was getting sued under investigation to let them just bail the country, I would say it was wrong.
I'm sure
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
probably not public information yet, but
Well, I just found the tape of him
Oh,
saying
oh.
that he wants Leonardo DiCaprio was one of the first persons that he would invite. Let me make sure this is it. There's no getting out of it. They're all trying to distance themselves now and trying to say, "Oh, what he did was so awful," but you were in the next room. That's the wrong one. Anyway, so that's what's going on with Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, let me tell you guys this. A lot of people, if you've never been to California before, you think that Beverly Hills is full of rich white people, and it is not. It's not. It's a melting pot. Lots of black athletes and actors and actresses live in Beverly Hills, but the dominant race or culture is Arabs. A lot of rich Arabs come and live in Beverly Hills, a lot. And you see them riding around town in their big fancy cars, and they still got their stuff on, and they're have money to burn. Almost like the Africans going to Atlanta,
Mhm.
the kings and princes,
Mhm.
princes with a title going. Beverly Hills is full of sheiks. I don't know what that means, but these rich Arab people. And everyone heard of porta potties, the women that go usually to Dubai and get these rich men, and then they do all this crazy stuff with them.
Hmm.
What? Perry, don't make me repeat the story. You know the IG models.
Oh no, but I didn't know what you call them. But you said porta potties.
They call them porta potties. They
Oh no,
call
no,
them porta.
I didn't know. No, I mean I always knew, that happened, but I didn't know they had a name like that.
Yeah, they have a name. They're called porta potties. So a lot of these beautiful IG models, they go over. I suspect that Hazel E was one. Not to call her out, I'm just saying. But they go over there and they get enough money, and they come back and they don't have to work for a long time. And then if they run out of money, they go back over there. Okay, so there's this IG model. Her name is Tanea. So she went to a Diddy party years ago, about 4 years ago, and she put it on what's the one I just said? Snapchat. She put it on Snapchat until she had to turn her phone over. Now we all know, haven't you seen the video of Diddy collecting phones? Anyway, she explains in detail her we kind of knew what happened, but she calls this man a sheik, and I don't know what a sheik means.
Me
A
neither.
sheik had bought her, or not bought her, how should I say it? Like bought her and wanted to give her as a gift to Diddy. And there's this website called Soft White Underbelly. They interviewed her this weekend. This went viral really, really quick. And I just wanted to talk about it because it went so viral. I think it got like 1 million views and like really quick, very quickly. So her name is Tanea. Now I can only let you listen to some of the things that she's saying, but she explains how these rich sheiks get you, and then they either, you guys know, don't make me say it. You know what they do over there, right? Y'all messy. They leased her. Okay, they leased her. So let me play a little bit because it went so viral. The whole thing's a half hour. I'm just gonna listen to it, let you guys listen to it until we don't feel like listening to it anymore. We're not shocked by some of the things that she said, but it's just another verification of what Diddy's been doing for years. And what these sheiks are doing to these models. So just listen to it. I might only let it play 5 minutes. I got the whole thing. It's a half hour. It's no way in hell I'm sitting here during the whole half hour.
Accidentally mentioned it too. Like it slipped out
But P Diddy,
about P Diddy.
you went to one of his parties,
Yeah. Crazy party.
and he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that.
How'd you get invited to it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as
And you
the
say
producer.
a prince of what?
He was a Arabian prince.
Really?
Yes. Wow. And he really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freak offs at. And I never knew that we were going to go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy. And I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs end at like 3 or 4 and not 2 like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber, and me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, like, I'm probably going to have to sing for him, da-da-da. And I just tried to, like, keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, it's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house. Because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like, Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping. and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking. Mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. I'm a good, loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they said my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say. So that we could see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh, my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the Prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same, da-da-da-da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. And I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever. And he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there or whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl. Let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But when people are out of their mind, and when people... what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like, dressed up, little red lipstick. Like, they weren't supposed to be there.
All right, let me stop right here. So everything else I expected her to say. But she said that they were minors. She called them little people there for fetishes.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this girl because she showed the old, what is it called again? Snapchat. I never go to Snapchat. She showed the Snapchat of when she went. It's just sad. That's it. I mean, Diddy deserves to be where he's at.
And I can believe it. Like, that what made the party so good. If that's what you was into, these weird fetishes, it was like a one-stop shop. You get it all. You got different rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You can just walk around whatever room that floats your boat is what you go into. And remember Diddy, if it's true, when they were saying that he tried to make the thing with the cartel and the cartel tried to sue him
Mhm.
because at the party you get to have all that baby oil, the lubrication, and then you got to have the DRUGS,
Yeah.
right? And he was trying to, the guy was suing him because he wanted some kids with it. Remember? The
This
guy,
is listen. If it was just a whole bunch of horny people making out in every room and girl on girl, boy on boy, it doesn't matter. It's the little people, as she calls it.
right.
The minors we're worried about.
I
What
mean,
if that
to
was
me,
your damn minor?
right, right. It's the kids, and then it's you doing it without somebody's permission. If they all came in and they was all open for the freak fest, fine. But when you take their ability away to consent to it, is the problem for me. But
Yvonne says Oprah was involved. I've heard this story about Oprah. It's so disturbing. I go back and forth on whether to talk about it or not.
I mean,
We might as well, Perry, because everybody else knows
it
about
could
it. So
possibly
we,
be like, people say, well, most people throw people on these pedestals like they can never do no wrong. Well, if she can't get her freak on in public, she can do it at the freak fest,
it's
Diddy's
just
house. You know what
sad.
I'm saying? And then when you get that kind of money, you want it enclosed where your business not out in the street.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Oprah was in there rocking the boat.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the little people, she means children. She means
Right,
children.
right. Mhm.
So the whole thing is crazy. Anyway, so that's what we have for you today. Unfortunately, there's more stuff. I might come on later. I'm not sure. It's getting quite disturbing, and people are really coming forward now with their stories. So it's a
Yeah.
lot going on. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Oh, thank you, Felicia. Girl, you're funny. I've been reading your chat. Perry, if you have any last words, let me know. If not, take us out.
No, I was just gonna say, like, this story gonna keep going, and sometime me and Sharrell be like, "Hey, can we talk about this again another day?" But yeah, we have to. I mean, because really, and it's not so much to get into their freakiness; it's just them taking advantage of people without their consent or underage. That's the issue. But new cases came out today.
Yeah,
6
we
new
do that
cases.
later.
Yeah, just saying. So it just never stops. But yeah, maybe we'll talk about it later. But that's all I got.
All right. All right,
But I
guys. We'll
wanna
see
say
you
this though.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, thanks everybody for coming. And please, on your way out, can you please get a video a like? And I truly appreciate it. But until then,
Fuck this shit,
Fuck
I'm
this
out.
shit, people. We are out. See you tomorrow.
No thanks, don't mind me. I'm a